All right, guys, check it out. So today I figured I'd spare you some of the, time lapse and hour-long videos of me trying to weld and fabricate this in here. So today I got all that done, and I'll walk you through the process of what I did. So it is lined up. It does line up with the chain. So we did get the motor in. Actually was not that bad. So I ended up, you can see those two bars there. Those are the support. I welded those to the front of the frame, and then those bolt to the front motor mount. You can see them through there. So those bolt through the front motor mount. I welded the crap out of them. I threw like 3 or 4 beads on them just to make sure they were, nice and sturdy. You can see here, they go right through the pipe. Pipe is in. I actually, in order to put the pipe in, I have to take the swing arm bolt out, lift the motor up, and then slide the pipe under. It's not a huge deal, but whatever. We're here. It's all fabricated. The only piece of frame I had to cut was here to here, which I will replace. I'm gonna be fixing it because I ended up, after all said and done, not having to cut it to begin with. So I'm gonna just re-weld that in like that, and we'll be good there. Right now I got the swing arm bolt from the dirt bike is in, but I need to get a custom bolt. So I ended up cutting the motor mount, the original motor mount, which was like right here, and it had these ears. And then I extended the ears out a little bit. And then I was able to cut some steel and make it in a little arch here, and then drilled a hole through my arch, and I did that on each side. And then I welded it down here, I welded it here, welded it on the inside. So this swing arm mount is really solid. The only shitty part is I had to notch it out just now right there because the shifter, the gear, it was hitting the frame. It wasn't going all the way down. So I had to pick this up a little bit. But in order to get the shifter off, I had to notch this a little bit here. Let's see. I had to notch it here, and then bend it out a little bit. So, whatever. I've said this before, if you're judging my welds, don't, because I'm not a welder. I will take a grinder, I'll clean all these welds up all around, and then we'll paint the frame to make it real nice. This is just the actual mock-up to get it in the bike. But it is in, and let me see if I can get the engine into neutral. It's hard to do it with one hand. Okay, so we're in neutral there. Now let me see if I can, you know what, hold on. Instead of using one hand, I literally have a tripod. Okay. Check this out. Obviously this is just an old chain. But look at that. Look at that alignment. So let's see. I gotta come back a little bit. You can see there. I don't know how the chain went originally on this thing, but I think it was, let's see. I haven't got this far. We're filming live, so this is where I am. I haven't really tried doing anything with the chain yet, other than I used it to mock up, and that was about it. Holy crap, that chain almost fits. Huh. So, I mean, this may not work 100%. It may, I don't know, but it's nice and lined up with the sprocket. It's kind of rubbing a little bit on my swing arm mount, so that's a little cause for concern. I do have a little bit of play in this. You see the motor, so I could maybe push the motor over just a tad, but I don't know how big an issue that's gonna be, if it's gonna become an issue or not. I think it might just be okay though. I don't know. Maybe. You can see it just has some clearance there once it's all tight. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, that may be an issue, and if it is, then we'll figure out a solution when we get to that point. But for now, the damn motor's in. 2 motor mounts. I used some steel I had laying around, and I just kind of cut it at a bevel, welded it around the round cut there, and then that's it. It's got 2 motor mounts, and let's see if I can't do this here. Man, it looks sick on the ground. It looks so mean. Wait till I widen it. The FMF pipe just looks mean. This thing is way too cool. I am so glad that we're doing this. Look at that. It's so light too. So the only fabricating we're gonna have to really do, maybe not a venting, the silencer might just stick right out there in the middle. Maybe, let me see. Okay, so that's nice, and that's where the silencer is gonna sit. So we might have to like bend this out a little bit, but all in all, oh man. It's in, man. So this thing has really good compression. So I need to get a swing arm bolt, and I think I can use the old throttle cable I have for this. So let's go ahead and let's get this thing started. I'm not too concerned, honestly, with the chain down there. If it hits, it hits. If it don't, it don't. What I'll do is I'll purchase a case saver for the bike, and we'll install that just in case the chain snaps or something. But yeah, so let's go ahead and get it back on the stand, and let's get the CDI on, all the electronics, the carb, and let's see if we can't start this thing. I am way too desperate to hear it start. So I'm trying to be patient, because like I was gonna try and get it running. I know it's gonna start. I'm not concerned about getting the bike running. I know it's gonna run. I kind of more so want to get everything mocked up. So we have the engine in. Now we have to get the radiator somehow. So let me take this old fender off. So for the radiator, Maybe no. I mean, ideally, something like that wouldn't be too bad, actually. I think that might work out good. So what I think I can do is this tab, if I just bend it up for now, or just cut it off completely, and then bend these over, then this will sit more flush against the frame here, you know, up like that. It's really just that tab right there that's blocking us from doing it. Then it's just a matter of running this hose, which would go here. We could just run it over, the gravity should be fine. And then the bottom hose we can run somehow over down into here, and then this hose connects to here. So this goes to here, this goes to the bottom of the rad. But it kind of has to be this way, so that way this is facing up. If you look at it from here, like, man, that looks pretty cool. I think it's gonna work out good there. So let me figure out something real quick with mounting it. I think that's gonna work. Now I know I have some bolts in this garage. Okay, I'm gonna go like that. Oh, look at that, man! Those are gonna work out perfect. These are actually these are carburetor studs from a stock, like a Coleman mini bike. You know, these are the ones that stick out the side. Then you replace them when you put a slide carb on. This is precisely why I keep all of my mini bike stuff. Swear I couldn't have asked for a better fit. Okay, well, I'm not gonna put the bolts on, it's gonna come off, but I mean, a little bit of spacing right here. If I put another nut here and a nut here on the back side, it'll get it right to where I want it. Like, oh, whatever. I know what I'm gonna do. Yeah, we're good. Radiator is mounted. It'll get, I'm gonna put a nut on the back side, pretty much double-sided like I did there. Back, and then I'll put one on the front with the washer, and that'll lock it in place right there. Radiator is done. That's it. The engine's mocked up. I'm gonna go ahead and take it all out now, and then make sure we get any of the mounts welded in place. I mean, it's already pretty tough as it is, but I think if I do this, it'll give some longevity to these front mounts. Let's see. Well, I ran out of wire mid-weld, so guess I'm gonna have to go to the store tomorrow to get some. That sucks, but whatever. So we'll go get some wire and then start this video back up in the morning. All right, I picked up some wire, some welding wire, and we're gonna go ahead and finish getting this all tacked up. Rig up the coil here. It's a pretty simple ignition system. It's got a CDI box, the coil, and the spark plug, that's it. All right, we're gonna get set up on this side since it's a little easier to see. I mean, this is a pretty simple setup. So we got, again, we got the coil. Right now I'm just trying to get it on, so it has a body ground. This is like the old boot for the original 4-wheeler CDI box, and it kind of almost fits, but it just doesn't. But I think, God, my stupid dog. I think this is just a cover. Let's see. I guess. Yeah. Look at that. I want to see if I can ever so slightly bend those tabs in, and then boom. So the stock CDI box just sits in there. Quite nice, actually. Okay. So these are the stator wires. They're gonna come up like that. And then this one is for the kill switch. We got the frame ground mounted here. Okay, let me let this dog in because she's not gonna stop. So theoretically, we should have spark. God, I hope we have spark. Remember when I said it, I've never seen this bike run. I bought the dirt bike itself non-running. Come on, baby. Let's see if we get some spark here. Let me see if I can't. See if we got spark. Come on, baby. Come on. Okay, definitely not no spark there. Huh. Maybe the CDI is bad. I mean, it's old. It's a 2000. I have an extra CDI up there. I could try. Oh, you know what? Maybe. I think maybe this coil needs to be grounded to the frame. That might. Okay, let's try that. Let me loosen this bolt. Just an experiment. This might not do anything. Let's see if this one works. Okay, so now the coil is mounted to the frame, so it should be grounding. The frame ground is grounded. Okay, now let's try this spark thing again. Come on, baby. Come on. We need spark. We need spark. That's all we need. If we got spark, we're good. We're golden. Oh boy. Is that picking up on the camera? If I go. Whew. Okay. Not only is there spark, but it's a nice blue spark. All right. This is a very good possibility that we're going to get this thing running. So coils in, we got spark, we got compression. The only thing missing now is fuel. Okay, this is the carb that came with the engine. This is the carb that came with the spare bike. So hopefully we can just clean it, blow all the lines out, and then be good. I think it's, look at all that tarnish. It's nice and tarnished and crusty. And, oh yeah, look at all that crust buster. Okay. Got some carburetor cleaner here. I'm gonna just start off very basic and blow out all of the jets and the lines. Main. That main is crusty. Oh, look at that. If you could smell it through the phone. Ooh. Holy smokes. Look at all the yellow tarnish. Look at it just coming off on my hands. Look at that. That is nasty. Oh, that's nasty. As Mr. Cleveland Brown would say. Jeez. Let's see if I can get anything in the pilot. Okay, this thing is super crusty. I'll be back. I'm gonna take this outside because it's too crusty to do in the garage. I need to really clean it with the carb cleaner, and I don't want to gum my garage up with the smell. So give me a minute. All right, so I've been cleaning this thing for like 20 minutes now, and it's just not getting any cleaner, but it's definitely way better than what it was. I had to take the main out and crust bust the crap out of it, got it clean through and through, And then the pilot, I had to get it out. I had to actually use a trick I use for cleaning the jets out is, this is just my welding brush, and the bristles are just thin enough to go through a jet. So I'll take the jet off, run it through that a couple times, and then clean it out with the carb cleaner. This is just a real basic carb cleaning. So I took it all out, scrubbed it with the wire brush, sprayed it a bunch of times, and it's still gunky, but we'll run it a few times, and then really what I think I'll do is I'll go buy something to clean it better, and maybe like an ultrasonic cleaner or something. That might be pretty cool. Run it in there and clean it. Well, I'm gonna try and soak it in gas overnight and see if that helps. But for now, I just want to see if this thing runs. So the main is back in. Pilot's back in. Still smells horrendous, like tarnish or varnish, whatever. But I'm not even gonna try to adjust the float. I'm gonna just see if it's good stock where it is. Okay. I don't even have the radiator hooked up with hoses, so I can't, even if this does start up, we can't run it for very long because there's no coolant going through it. I want to blow it up that fast. Man, that varnish smell. I don't know if you're familiar with the varnish carburetor, or varnish fuel, but man, it just has a very distinct smell, and it's nasty. If you don't know how it smells and you have an old bike sitting in your garage that hasn't ran in years, go and take apart the carburetor and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. So just like that, it's clean. The one thing I was missing was the needle, so we're gonna hijack the needle from this one. Okay, slide one in. That's good like that. Now, if I were to pull on the gas, does it work? Let's see. Boom, we're in the money. Okay. Just like that. Carburetor is in. Okay, so I hooked that up. We got throttle control. It's a long cable, so it's not the right one. We have spark, we may have fuel, and we have compression. I think we got a running bike here. Maybe. So I just kind of ran some brand new fuel line, just like a temporary rig up. Let's put some fuel. Not a lot. Just a little. Okay, I can't wait anymore, guys. Uh-oh, we got a leak. We got a leak. We got a leaky carb. Let's try and, it's possible we just have a stuck float. I'm gonna roll this thing outside. I don't have any newspaper to do it Big Daddy style. Okay, this is all live. This is happening right now. So, no cheating. I think second, maybe third kick before this thing starts up. I'm gonna say third. Turn the choke on. Moment of truth. You know what? Hold on. I need to have a kill switch just in case. go. Let's try turning the choke off. Choke back on. She runs. Okay. Whew, that's amazing. Okay, so we know she runs. Now, I don't want to run it too long because there's no coolant. But I am stoked. Holy shit. Okay, let me see if I can't rig up the coolant before we ride it anymore. Holy shit, man. So took a lot more kicks than I anticipated, but it's a fresh rebuild, I guess. So took a minute for the fuel and the oil to cycle through the cylinder. Let's see. I'm gonna hook up the kill switch real quick. It's gonna have to go up here on the bars, but I'll just be like that. I'm on cloud 9 right now. It would help if the idler screw didn't fall out. Let me put that guy in. Kill switch works. Whew. I really can't say how excited I am, guys. Like, to get it in and get it to this point, pretty much in a day is when I did it. Okay. cars are bugging me. So that was a stock carburetor from 1999, 2000, whatever year it is. Basic clean out, you know, pilot jet, main jet, scrub it all out. New fuel, new bottom end, new top end. Dude, she is in a mini quad. I'm way too excited. I need to put the rad on. I need to get the radiator on so we can really play with it. This thing is going to be ridiculous. I can't wait. Okay, so you guys seen the startup. You guys seen the semi getting it mounted. You've seen how I'm gonna do the radiator. First start was filmed live. Man, okay. I'm gonna have to end the video now. I'll do another video on it, but I've been at it, so I need a break. I'm a little tired. But guys, I just can't stop saying that. It's in. The bike is in. So I'll have to run to the parts store and get some 3/4 inch hose so we can run our coolant lines. And then put some fresh oil in it. And I will go to the hardware store and get a new swing arm bolt. And then we'll put a chain on it and do a first ride probably tomorrow. How does that sound? So I'm gonna cut this video off now. Next video is gonna be getting it running, taking it on for the first ride, making sure it actually runs, goes through the gears. But yeah, thanks for sticking around, guys, because this has been one really fun little thing to work on. Like, I'm super stoked. So if you guys like it, drop me a like. I appreciate it. Till the next one.